Hey there, it's Coach Miller from BTB Lax. And in today's short YouTube video, I want to talk about beginning lax players getting enough touches. So I hear about this all the time, especially from concerned parents being, hey, my son isn't getting enough touches, he's new to the game, he's just not touching the ball. Like, what can we do to get him, more touches essentially? So at BTB Lax, we thought about it, and I see it all the time, in youth lacrosse, high school lacrosse, and even in, as it progresses up to college. And there's a few bullets that I have over here. I have stick, find ops, clear scrum, and MD, and I'll explain specifically what those are all about. First and foremost is your stick. So if you want to get more touches as a young lacrosse player, even as a more advanced lacrosse player, you need to improve your stick skills. So to do that, you just got to grind it out, get on the wall, get a partner, go through that progression every single day, just getting a better stick, working on your offhand, working on those passes that you struggle with so that when you get the ball in game situations or in practice situations, you're ready to go and there aren't any, doubts about the reliability of your stick. Finding off, so this is finding opportunities. So whenever you're playing in practice or in a game, there's opportunities on the field that aren't necessarily those settled situations. And when I'm talking about the settled situations, I'm talking about 6-on-6 offense, or something like that. When you have like your full offensive fleet in there, you're playing set offense and you're going through your plays that the coaches have diagrammed for you. Well, there's a whole nother element of the game that isn't settled. It's actually unsettled. And there's opportunities there where you can get touches, where you can find opportunities to touch the ball and to make some plays. And first and foremost is in the clear. So especially if you're a midi or even if you're an attackman or you're a defenseman, whatever it may be, when the ball is being cleared, being brought up the field by the goalie and passed out to the sides to the defenseman or whatever, there's times in the clear where middies can cut back to the ball and just create a passing lane where they have their stick head high that they're seen and that their teammate can make that pass to them. So there's always opportunities in the clear. You'll see a lot, especially in youth, especially in middle school, and as you go up, through high school, is when, the team gets the ball after making a stop on defense, players just automatically run to the box to substitute them out so that the stick handlers can get in and clear the ball. Well, at BTB Lax, especially me, I don't think that's the way to go. So with the clear, I'm thinking that I highly recommend that you stay on the field, find those opportunities, get that stick head out, and so you can get those passes and you can get those more touches, all right? Scrum. So this is everything from ground balls to those unsettled situations where the ball's just going everywhere on the ground. Like, you just need to get in there and get your nose dirty and get on there and just get the ball so that you can get that extra touch that you wouldn't have otherwise had, all right? If there's a scrum over there and your teammates are already there and everything over here looks, fine, go get involved. Go get involved in that situation and get the ball and then get that extra touch that you wouldn't have otherwise had. Lastly, I have MD here, and that stands for man down. So man down defense is a great opportunity for anybody to get on the field because not everybody likes to play man down because you're at a disadvantage. So you can say to your coach, hey, coach, I'm really interested in playing man down defense, whatever it may be, just get yourself on the field so that when a stop is made, you might get that extra touch or whatever it may be that you wouldn't otherwise had if you weren't on the field to begin with in that man down situation. So those are just some 3 quick hitters, for those beginning lax players that aren't getting enough touches. Just to summarize, be active in the clear, get involved in the scrum, think about man down defense, volunteering to do that. And first and foremost, really, really focus on improving your stick skills. All right, so at BTB Lax, we'll see you in other videos. This is Coach Miller. Thank you very much. Hey, Coach Miller here, and I have a question for you. Are you a youth or high school player or parent that's thinking about the college lacrosse recruiting process? If you're on the younger side, you're probably wondering, how do I get started? And if you're older, well, you're probably a little antsy that the process isn't moving as quickly as it should, or you're neck deep in it and you might not be getting any traction. Trust me, I've been there myself, and so have all the other guys I know. Parents, former players, the kids I currently coach in high school, whatever it is. Kids and parents just don't have a very firm grip on the process, how it works, what they should be doing, They don't have the insider knowledge of what exactly coaches are looking for in a prospect beyond whether or not he can play. And because of that, kids and parents actually end up making crucial mistakes that actually hurt their chances of getting recruited. Well, what if I told you we spent a couple of months working with Matt Kerwick, the head coach at Cornell, Scott Urich at UDC, and Jim Berkman at Salisbury, putting together some completely free training that would help you fix and avoid those deadly mistakes. I've got to tell you, these coaches have been recruiting kids for years, and they know exactly how prospects can get their attention. And if you're making any of these mistakes, your stock goes way down in their eyes. Our coaches actually like to call these mistakes recruitment killers because they absolutely kill your chances of being recruited. And if you're not getting emails or calls back from coaches, it's likely because you're doing the wrong things. So the four of us sat down and we worked to put together something pretty cool. We actually call it our recruitment killer analysis tool. You go to the site and you walk through our analysis tool, which takes just about a minute, and our custom software takes all your answers and figures out your number one recruitment killer, the number one thing that's holding you back. Then you just enter in your email and we actually instantly take you to a video where Coach Kerwick and I sit down and address your number one killer and show you how to fix it in about 15 minutes. And then we email you a backup copy so you can watch it later. You don't have to watch it right now, or you can come back and watch it again. It's awesome, and again, it's totally free. So if you finally want to feel like you're in full control of the recruiting process, and you don't want to make any of these simple mistakes that might crush your chances of playing in college, go click the link down below in the description of this video, and you can immediately go through our recruitment killer analysis tool. Who knows, in the next 15 to 20 minutes, your whole perspective on the recruiting process might change for the better. Hope to see you on the other side.